Hello, YouTube. Guess where I'm at? I'm back in my car. But anyway, I seem to spend a lot of time in my car. But hit the like and the subscribe button. I just got something that I want to share with you all. I know everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving, and that's the reason why I'm in the parking lot, because I need to go in the grocery store. But this morning I had to take my son for a psychological evaluation. And while I was sitting in there, we were in the waiting room. One of the employees had a telephone call, and she was having a conversation that you could not help but hear. And I'm listening to this conversation. You couldn't help but hear the conversation. And honestly, she was talking to her husband, a boyfriend, or her significant other. And also today would have been my mother's 84th birthday. And I was just thinking this morning how proud my mom would be of me for making the decision to walk out of a very toxic relationship and an emotionally toxic relationship. And so it's just funny, I just had that thought today. It was her birthday, and she would have been proud of me stepping out and doing what I needed to do to live a better life for myself and not stay entangled in a toxic relationship. And I had to say that in order for you to understand where I'm going. And so anyway, I'm in this waiting room, and this woman is having this conversation, and you can tell it was literally a conversation that she was going around in this conversation trying to explain. And you could tell that everything that she was saying, that it was getting twisted, or whoever the listener was. Like I said, I don't know whether it's a husband or boyfriend. It's like it was a conversation that was purposeful to frustrate her, to get her tangled up. And you could just hear the stress in her voice and getting frustrated, and it sounded like she was about to cry. And I'm sitting in this office, and I'm like, oh my God, I can remember all those days of having a great day, and you could say something simple, or you could respond to a simple just make a simple response or a comment, and that thing would get blown out of proportion. And you will find yourself in this mind maze, or in this cycle of arguments that would spark out of nowhere. And it could be, oh, it's warm outside. I don't think it's warm. Why does it have to be warm? Because you think, it would just be a crazy conversation. And I'm listening to her, and it sounds like she was having one of those conversations. And when it started out, the conversation, she was like, oh, hey, because she's really, really loud. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. Some. And she's like, I've told you and this and this. And I'm like, the tension that type of relationship, when you get off the phone, where you can't fix it, no matter what you say, is going to be wrong. And women tend to navigate towards these type of dysfunctional relationships, thinking if we say this or we do that differently, then it's going to fix this discontented person. And I'm just thanking God that today it's been almost, I separated in February. And that relationship, like I said, the longer I'm out of it, the more I realize that I'm just really thanking God for setting me free from that mental, emotional, narcissistic relationship. It was so damaging to my self-esteem, to my relationships, to my finances, anything that I would try to do. And it is so, how can I say it? It's like such a psychological mind game, an emotional game, that you honestly almost get addicted to it. Like you get addicted to trying to, I guess, make the relationship work, because with that type of narcissistic behavior, everything is going to be your fault. Everything is going to be your fault. And whether they say it or not, you're almost trained to believe, or brainwashed to believe your own thoughts, that it was something that you should have did or something that you should have said differently. And you put all this effort in trying to make this relationship work for this person that you love, but they have no intention on loving you back. And I'm listening to her straining, and everything in me wanted to, just walk up to her and say, baby, I've had this situation in pretty much every relationship, a romantic relationship that I've ever had. For some reason, I would attract the same type of, and it wasn't necessarily them. It was what I allowed. It was my train of thought. It's what I thought of myself. And years, my first romantic relationship, I think I might have been where I knew I, was in a relationship. My first husband, I was with him from junior high school all the way up, and, and we married, but I had a relationship in between. And it was like, I don't know, because I didn't know who I was and what relationships entailed. I just went basically off of emotions. And some kind of way, I would emotionally get manipulated because I had a weak, I guess, constitution about myself that I settled. And it was just seasons of being unhappy, seasons of trying, or they were extremely jealous and you're trying to make them not jealous, or I just thank God that I'm out of that. And I want to tell her, baby, ain't nothing you gonna do. There's nothing you're gonna be able to say. Because if it's okay right now, and if you got to go around this mountain of trying to, no, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry, that's not what I said. And, I told you, da 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 da. And who knows how much time she would be spending trying to fix that. And I don't know if I had anybody to tell me when I was going through these things, and maybe if they did, I didn't listen. But it just pained me to my heart to know that a good woman, a good intentional woman, can get in this web and in this trap with somebody who finds pleasure in abusing, manipulating, and entangling them up in these mind mazes and these games. It's not trauma bonding. I'm trying to think, is it gaslighting or whatever it is? It's gaslighting or something that keeps you, word salads that keep you constantly trying to watch what you say. It's grooming. In other words, it's grooming you. Like she has been well groomed to fall into this psychotic pattern that he has established for the relationship. So, but anyway, I just wanted to just say that, the freedom. I thank God for the freedom. I hurt for her, but the freedom. Still love him, but the freedom, the peace of mind, the contentment that I have in being okay with myself. Not looking for anybody. It might be a long, long time, if ever. I'm setting my affections on things that are above and not on these things that I thought were going to fulfill me. These relationships of trying to fill these voids in my life that no man can fill. So, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of share that. So I hope everybody's having a great day, that you're getting your turkey, your ham for all the meat eaters and all those different recipes together to enjoy your family. Be safe and enjoy life. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one, guys.